can start. Exactly when would the rollout be? That would be part of the first budget of President Mahama to be presented to Parliament by the Finance Minister, your own good friend, Kasiel, Dr. Kasiel Atuforsen.
So, you mean the policy will be introduced in the first budget?
There will be a rendition in the budget which would set the tone for what we are going to do. I sincerely believe we need to amend the road toll policy because there's a law on it. We need to, because what the law says still talks about toll booths and other things. And as I said, we are not going to build physical toll booths where drivers will stop and pay anything. So it requires us to actually amend the law. But the policy would appear in the financial policy.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
I was for the incoming roads and highway minister no, Mr. Kwame AGBODZA akopie ewo vetting committee nanim. Now of course, and then what who say, and then they are me personally, Magia to say, man, no minimum number for can say were very intelligent, but then you could see clearly the way Mr. AFENYO-MARKIN definitely questions now lengthy one, no the banner the way Mr. AGBODZA to be banner was summarizing Vivian why you want some simple answer be to all the lengthy questions, you know. You could see clearly say man no being here and on the major so enti obi bia krampo ewo online no ebo John Dramani Mahama abaso say what me anom so far for one nominate omo nyina no through the way omo answer the questions omo face vetting committee na you could see clearly say the ankofo omo dwuma bie to every position ayede amomo no omo wo experience wo ho wotie Mr. Haruna Idusumu na ade Mr. Atuforsen the way I'm responding to questions from all angles, you know, you could see clearly say they know what they're about. And when they actually say John Dramani Mahama say or can say obey Ghana no with this solid team around no, I'm sure say John Dramani Mahama and the Bosch no or bet me edisu. Now you're going to share the banter between Mr. AFENYO-MARKIN any the incoming roads and highway minister no Mr. Kwame AGBODZA yonkotie the questions the way Mr. AFENYO-MARKIN the definitely questions no ediba na respond na onya no very nice yonkotie the embrace.
You work very hard. For your stance on matters when you have to express your view. I believe that being a majority leader, I got a close shot of what you stand for. And I have no doubt on my mind at all that should all things go well, the nation would benefit from your talent. Honorable Amwakwata has described you as an upright and forthcoming person. The former roads and highways minister. That's how he describes you. Your colleagues in the then minority caucus describe you as intelligent, frank, but temperamental. In view of the fact that this enterprise of ours is perception driven, what will be your reaction going into the roads ministry in respect of this aspect of the perception held by your colleagues? Thank you.
Which of his colleagues?
Thank you, Chairman, and I want to thank colleagues for the feedback. I think it's important. They raised issue about my temperament, and yes, you are right. I am, when I believe in something, sometimes yourself you tell me, just be careful the way you put it. So for that part, I will work on it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable, I shall go into your CV with you. So if you have it with you, please. Page 1 of your CV. Used. Yeah, I'll be using it. Page 1 of your CV. You state your name as Kwame Governs AGBODZA, whereas the communication from His Excellency refers to you as Governs Kwame AGBODZA. What is the right way?
What is the right way? I prefer to be called Kwame AGBODZA.
Yes, Chairman, I just want the correct full name.
It's in my passport and on my Ghana card is Kwame. My middle name is Governs. My Christian name or first name is Kwame AGBODZA. I know people don't understand it, but I prefer my name to be Kwame. So my middle name is Governs.
Very well. So Kwame, in all difficulties and dangers, in whom would you put your trust?
In Jehovah.
Well, that assured, I shall proceed with the necessary questions for this your vetting. If you look at page 1 again, you have languages spoken and written, and you have there Ewe, tree, English. I speak my broken Anlo with you, and then we speak English 99% of the time. My Anlo is not good at all, as you may know, because of my Efutu, dilution. So I don't speak tree with you. Is it the case that you speak the tree and write the tree as well?
But I'm sure you've heard me even on radio speaking some tree. That is why I say I speak some tree.
English.
Very well. So Kwame, hometown, you have Adaklu, Kodiabe. Correct me if the pronunciation.
Yes, Adaklu Kodiabe.
So what you mean is that daddy and mommy come from Adaklu Kodiabe?
No.
Please clarify. Yes.
My father comes from Kodiabe. My mother's side comes from some other places and settled at Old Baika in the Oti region.
Very well. Now, yeah, sure, I know. Now, if I go through your CV again, the same page 1, you have your experimental JSS, 1985 to 88. Then you have Mauli School, where you had your GCE O levels, 1988 to 91. Does that mean that because you finished the JSS You started from Form 2.
Yes, I went to the experimental JHS, well, JSS those days it was called. So when you finish your 3 years there, you go straight to secondary school, Form 3. Then you just do 2 years, then you do the O level. That is why it's like that.
Very well. So I just needed you to clarify. Please, let's go to page 2 of your CV. So you've indicated the 2014 to date, K and Partners Limited. Position held, principal consultant. I need 2 clarifications from you. 1, were you a registered director of this company or you were just an employee?
I'm the founder of the company.
Very well. Then, when you come to Architects Co-Partners Limited, you also have the consultant, into bracket partner. Again, clarify. Are you a partner by directorship and ownership, or you are just a partner?
I operated K & Partners in the United Kingdom until I returned to Ghana in 2010. It was still in operation when I got to Ghana. I got involved in Architect Co-Partners, who belongs to a relative. And I took it over as the principal consultant. And then since then, I'm still a director and a partner of Architect Co-Partners as well.
Yes, so just the clarification again. Because you said 2010 to date, you know, if you check on it, 2010 to date. So I just wanted you to clarify whether whilst you were in Ghana serving as a member of parliament, you were still in the employ of that company, and whether the company at all was operational, you know.
Architect Co-Partners is not very active today. K & Partners is slightly more active than Architect Co-Partners. But you will see 2010 till today simply because I got involved with Architect Co-Partners since 2010 and closed down K & Partners in the UK and restarted it in Ghana from 2014.
Very well. So you may want to do some amendments in future to that, the Architect and Co-Partners.
Thank you very much.
All right. Honorable, so again, normally we take dispensation from the speaker to practice our profession, those of us who are still in active projects. Did it ever happen that the need arose for you to take some permission from speaker to enable you practice, or really you were not too active?
Yes, in fact, I was a member of one of my favorite committees is a committee of members holding office of profit. So I made sure I took permission. We just started the 9th Parliament, and I will be doing that as soon as Parliament is properly constituted.
Well, suffice to state that you may not have the time to practice your profession. The heavy load of the Rose Minister may not permit you, but anyway, that's okay. Apart from these companies that you founded, are there other companies that you founded that you've not stated on your CV, please?
Yes, I have a parent company that I use to run other interests.
What's the name of that company?
I want to reserve since I didn't state it officially on my CV, I want to reserve.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm on notice of it, or it has come to my. I was going to put that to you,
okay.
Having laid the foundation. So I don't mind. if it pleases you to.
I run Southwell Technical Services and others as well.
Because I know that for a fact. Since I didn't find it, I thought perhaps it was an omission. So I was laying the foundation, then put it to you. But since you've disclosed it, there's no problem at all. So this is a Ghanaian registered entity, correct?
It's a Ghanaian registered entity.
Are you the sole shareholder?
I'm the sole shareholder in that one.
And how many of you are directors of this entity?
Two.
You and who, please? You and who, please?
You want me to mention the names of the people?
No, you said two. Two
Yeah,
of you are directors. But you are the sole shareholder.
Yes. The other person is just a director, secretary.
I understand.
Okay.
No, the new registered general, the new regulation, the law we passed, we can't have secretary director. You must have a secretary and director. They must be separate. Previously, you can have secretary director. So I just want to know from you. You have a secretary to this company, separate or different from a director, or you have a director secretary?
As a matter of fact, I don't play active role in these entities. I have a management firm that deals with this thing. So to not put out an information that is not completely accurate, I want to reserve that one until I check.
That's fair enough. So Kwame, let's go into your days as a minority chief whip. I still remember your midnight calls and early morning calls where you will state the principled position to me that although we've had an agreement to support government business, the party position is that you shouldn't. And you don't hide that from me, which I respect you for. One of the things you never did was to surprise me. So at least I knew what stance you had. Now, tell me, why is it that a lot of the times when you were opposing me, you would look elsewhere? You wouldn't look in the correct direction. Why? What really was going through your mind? Why would you look? Why would you look down or look elsewhere in the process of firing at me, your tribesman?
Chairman, I must say the minority leader is a very good friend of mine, and I don't like disappointment. So if we go to a committee and take a decision on something, and it turns out not enough consultation has been done with my party, and by the time we finish the consultation, I need to change my stance, I feel I've let the committee down at that stage. So it is not comfortable to disappoint when I knew you were riding on my word. So, my very good friend, you know, it is not easy to stand in front of somebody who you believe trusts you to say that what I told you yesterday, I can't do it. So that is why it's difficult sometimes to look at you directly and say.
So, Kwame, I'm sure you have simplified matters. For those who perhaps found it to be very difficult to understand that this is the nature of politics, and some of our actions must not be held against that. I mean, that said, I want to know from you about this road toll. When should Ghanaians expect it?
The issue about the road toll got the attention of the whole country. I'm of the view we shouldn't just, as a ministry, hurriedly put together something and spring a surprise on the public. I believe there has to be some engagement to consolidate our position.
Dedi kama mamena Pendream TV ase. Now so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Ah nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, Pendream TV.